Just about an hour north of Salt Lake City, and let's play pickleball. We have quite the matchup. What do you expect to see? Federico Staksrud, the top seed, against the 4, and Connor Garnett.
1-0. I expect whoever wins not have to change their flight, Dave. How about I know neither one of these fellas did that. But Dave, both guys reasonably sized.
Yes.
And what that means, incredible athleticism and movement from both. So if you can be under 6 foot and be at the level of these fellas, we are going to see some fancy footwork out there.
And there's that volley that has been all the rage in 2023, that cut backhand in the front part of the court, and you just eliminate the lateral foot speed.
Yes, it's such an important shot, and we have seen it come out in spades these last few months, even year, really.
Point. And there's the anticipation of both players, but Fed got just enough on it, so he's got the first point of this semifinal. The winner gets Tyson McGuffin on Saturday.
Yeah, and I had a nice chat with Simone Jargin, OG GOAT.
Yes.
And she worked very hard with Federico at the beginning of his singles game of when he hits a good drive or drop to come forward and take it out of the air, not hang back and hit drives over and over again.
Yeah, the underrated part of Mr. Staksrud's game is how hard he worked to get here.
Oh, yes.
I mean, the work, the hours, the watching Ben Johns, you'll see things that look like him, the taking the coaching of the great Simone Jargin and using that and putting himself in the place of, I want to learn. I am a sponge. I want to get better, and now he's the #1 seed here at the Tournament of Champions.
Yeah, definitely a court rat, but the will is so important.
Yes.
You can be out there, but are you practicing with a purpose? Are you working on certain things? I'll tell you right, Fed's a smart guy. He's a smart guy. He makes adjustments, and he works on his game.
Yeah, and I talked to him about, you know, what's going on now, and he's trying to find more on the backhand side at the kitchen. That's something he wants to have there when he gets in some of the cat and mouse games against some players. Doesn't have the same repertoire.
Very nice play from Connor Garnett, controlling the kitchen line. I always associate things with poker. So they call it going back to the lab. In between playing and studying. For this, it's playing tournaments and drilling for pickleball. Yeah. So when you go back to the lab in between tournaments, if you're just playing games and not practicing with a purpose, you're a step behind.
Ooh, great track down from Staksrud, but can't make it. And then Garnett on the other side has just been, I'm not going to call him an overnight sensation, but if you would have told me some dude named Connor Garnett has his own signature paddle in August of 2022, a year later, I'd have said, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I've only had the privilege of playing him one time, and he lit me up pretty good, Dave. So I agree with you completely, but man, he has really come on strong, doubles and singles.
Yes. And his mixed doubles, he's been just a menace with his court movement, the two-handed backhand, and now it's a matter of, okay, we're going to go full time. And what are we going to do to continue to elevate the singles and doubles?
I'll tell you what, that backhand of his, that's an issue. If you're an opponent, the backhand's an issue because it's a 3-2. It might be #1. It's very close if it's not.
Yeah, I debated with a colleague the other day, would you rather have Annalise or Connor Garnett's backhand?
I'll take
2-3.
Was that confident, Dave? Was that
yeah. Lean into that there, my brother. Wow, and watch him just fly over there. Obviously unlucky off the tape.
So Connor, I will say, he doesn't hit it inside out very much. He will take it up the line, and he will rip it cross court. I think that's the special thing about Annalise is how much power she gets when she hits her backhand inside out.
Yeah. And the ability to do that consistently. So we'll save that for another day. Tied at 3 here, and boy, Garnett has been so close
3-3.
to winning titles, to getting to more finals,
Point.
and is this the day?
Timeout
Right,
receiver,
and
4-3.
He is a very nice young man, and he comes across.
I don't need any shade of the face. Deal with it. Oh my, and Garnett got beat by the anticipation of Staksrud right there.
Yeah, that's a sad story when Federico finally hits a poor drop shot.
4-3.
You get up there with plenty of time and you can't do anything with it. Tough break. But like you said, great read and great anticipation from Fed.
Point.
And Garnett was so ready to call that out, was certain off the paddle that was out, and that lands corner pocket, beautiful ball from Staksrud.
Yeah, Connor bewildered.
5-3.
Yes.
Side out.
Big opportunity for Staksrud on a very short return there.
Yeah, it was a good look. Had we talked about earlier, checking those boxes. He was stepping
3-5.
into it and everything. He will not make that mistake again, I'm sure of it.
And look at that
Point.
shapely two-handed backhand down the line.
Yeah, you can see the difference. We've seen some
4-5.
BBs, some really linear, hard ground strokes throughout the day. That one had a lot of shape to it.
First cat and mouse point, and it is all about Fed, and he is a master up there.
Yeah, he's so good. Really just built his kitchen game in singles and doubles. And the man doesn't hardly miss a dink anymore in doubles, and when he is up at the kitchen and singles, he has all the shots and all the ability to play cat and mouse with anyone.
It's a great shot from Staksrud, and history-wise, Staksrud won the first two, but Garnett has won the last two these have played. So deuces on both sides. So not only is this a massive match, but bragging rights until they play again, and they will play a lot.
Point.
They last played in San Clemente. Garnett won it in 2, 7 and 8. So that was back in June, so not too terribly long ago.
Staksrud showing some frustration as he misses the second
4-7.
inside-out forehand, and both were not the most difficult of shots. I said he would definitely clean it up next time, and I lied to you guys. I apologize.
Stop lying, Adam. I thought we talked about.
I know.
When we sit down, neither one of us lies.
Yes.
7-4.
Goodness.
Side out.
It's a great return from Garnett, and Garnett will be motoring around the court. The energy level is off the charts.
4-7.
We saw McGuffin earlier slow everything down. Garnett's going to play fast all day.
He's got quite a motor. It's something as an opponent to see that. Never seems winded. Doesn't really get tired. He's moving uncontrollably all over the court. It's a lot of pressure.
Fed, on the other hand, is going to take his sweet time as well. He
5-7.
And Staksrud might have played a ball going deep earlier in the rally. We'll never know. A nice job coming forward from Garnett.
Yeah, Staksrud seemed pretty casual up at the kitchen. Really wasn't sticking those volleys.
6-7.
Connor Garnett took the invitation to come forward.
Way too high on the drop, and I'm sure Garnett's like, man, I would have much rather just pasted a two-way and taken my chances there. Tried to be smart.
Yes, that's right. And yeah, that ball got behind him. He just kind of flips the wrist, hoping for the best. And yeah, I think he might just rip it.
Point.
Really good from Federico Staksrud on the full stretch.
And we got a challenge coming here. That ball was moving very slowly there.
We'll now proceed with video review.
helping Staksrud now, and
After review,
Staksrud's
the
going to help him
outcall
Friday.
stands. The challenge is lost and the
So there you
timeout's
go.
lost. We resume play at 8-6. No timeouts, no challenges. 2 timeouts.
So Garnett has used the timeout and now loses a challenge on that ball. So he
Time
is
in.
done calling
8-6.
timeout or challenging. We'll see if that's a factor. Oh my, and he did everything you mentioned Simone told him to do, which is right. Don't let that ball bounce. And sometimes it's so meaty.
6-8.
You just aim it and guide it.
Too juicy.
That's pretty from Garnett.
Yeah, perfectly placed. And that last one, a little easier than the previous 2, but that's 3. Pretty cake inside-out forehands from Federico, and I know he has a 1-point lead. Those could come back to bite him.
Great read from Garnett as that ball does catch the baseline, and we got a couple of snowmen in Utah.
8-8.
Look at this court coverage. We're still playing. And Garnett with the touch to finish it.
Yeah, incredible scramble from both players as they were screeching the tires all over the court. And Connor Garnett plopped one just in the baseline, inside the baseline, came forward, and a very well-executed drop volley.
Timeout receiver, 9-8.
So another delayed timeout there. This title.
9-8.
They just got to get there first. Wow, and a very odd, safe, slow serve from Garnett there at 9-8.
Yeah, and that backhand roll as well was a little too in between.
Yeah, so interesting choices there. Didn't go after it. Staksrud clobbers a serve. Wow. Oh, no. Took it for granted.
That's exactly right. And we saw Connor miss that Hail Mary slap with the forehand earlier. He did not miss this one. And Fed not ready for the rebuttal.
And Garnett,
believe it.
Garnett's like, I just hit that for fun, guys. Gets there again, but this time look at Staksrud. And there's nothing better than that, because that's in your head, and he gets one on the very next, and now it's gone, and he can smile about it. So that point construction worked out very well for Fed to just flush the one that he missed.
Missed the serve, and I think that Fed can do a little bit more from the kitchen.
Yes.
When he gets up there, he's certainly not just guiding the ball, but he is not putting as much pressure. And when your opponent has foot speed like Connor Garnett, you better do something with it.
Puts us at 9-8.
Exactly
After review, the out call is overturned. We resume play at 9-9. No timeouts, 1 timeout.
So Garnett is befuddled off camera. He's got his hands on his hips, cannot believe it. And
I hooked someone many years ago and it's on camera. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. It's in my mind.
Wow. Let it go, baby.
No.
Look at the coverage, but Garnett gets there, so he is able to dig out of a interesting decision. He's still he's talking to the people on that baseline, asking them what they saw. So he didn't let it go, but played an amazing 9-8 point. So we're tied at 9, and just misses that. And boy, a short return got away with something there. So who can close?
9-9.
And that time, the ball skids off the tape, and Garnett did as much as he possibly could at him, but was in jail.
Yeah, and well struck on that last ball by Federico Staksrud. Very nice contact point whipping through the ball.
So Staksrud, after all of that, has the first game point here and just misses it wide as he goes with inside in, not his favorite, inside out.
Yeah, I think it's almost like he just kind of decided he was going to go inside in, and after that amazing serve, tough break for Fed not being able to come up with that pass.
And a weird bounce on the serve, and now it's going to take more than 11. We are tied at 10.
10-10.
Just caught the sideline there.
And there's been more than a couple of those cross-court backhand roll attempts from Connor Garnett, kind of at that chest level of Fed. He has got to figure out a way to either get those down or hit through the court more.
Oh, and that's one of those where he was so late, he might have been better off. I know I want him to hit it out of the air, but that one I think he needs to bounce.
I agree completely. It's never going to be perfect. You're just trying to get as close as possible, and I do believe he overextended to take that out of the air.
Oh, and the dreaded HTP on the ATP try. He hits the post, had plenty of room, and you're in such a hurry with that much topspin going over there. You actually don't get the paddle open enough.
That's right.
Hold it closed, and it's Garnett with a game point. And he feeds the two-handed backhand, and Garnett with a beauty up the line. Let's go. Okay,
boys. Right now.
Let's go, boys. There it is. Adam has put it out there. Topping the Annalee Waters-Leah Jansen final from Texas. He is looking for that level.
And it makes it even more epic that she's no longer playing singles.
Exactly.
So, I mean, my goodness. Come on, fellas. Let's step up. Let's at least rival that match here.
And that two-handed backhand is plenty good enough to rival it. And it's unbelievable what he can do with that.
And the two to seal game one were fired up the line.
Yes.
This one he rips through cross court. He can do it all on that wing.
And you saw Staksrud favoring the backhand side and had to just keep lunging. That's never good.
Barely off balance, and when you're barely off balance playing against Connor Garnett, 3 shots later you lose the point, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, barely is full off balance.
Correct, yeah.
You're toast.
2-0.
2-zip, Garnett. Curls it, but deep. So Staksrud needs to just, not let this get too far away.
With the shape of that ball to be 1 inch out. Unbelievable spin from Connor.
Yes. And there's a good aggressive approach, and he had some of those short returns where he had opportunities that did not work out.
1-2.
The other factor we have here that you can clearly see is the net and the tent shadows coming in here now, Adam. So
at least they're solid instead of, kind of all over the place, but a factor nonetheless.
So you just, the color of the ball changes. Great read there from Staksrud.
And great neutralization from a great shot from Connor right before.
Yes.
So to go downy soft on the backhand right there up the line to set himself up for an Ernie, that just shows, shows some defense and some offense in the same point.
Yeah, he loves the Scorpius paddle that he's using, and he is
1-2.
Got plenty of pace, but those soft hands are huge for him at the kitchen. But again, trying to hurry, and the pace of the opponent and his ability to cover the court causes you to make mistakes. Too good. So cross-court passes from both sides, but when we return to a corner, cross-court, you are asking for trouble.
Yes, and really nice job from Connor Garnett to balance out his pace and his spin.
ATP blistered for a winner. So patient. He knew he was hitting an ATP the minute it left Staksrud's paddle.
You said it. He did not rush, did not panic, didn't even consider it. He has been out here so much. He knows that ball trajectory, and he knows where it's going to end up.
Oh, my. Garnett hit a very bizarre shot before that when Staksrud was absolutely off the court in it. Staksrud calls timeout here, down 3, but has the ball. Oh man, and Garnett again in great position, but over hits it. So there's been a lot of opportunity on both sides that hasn't been executed, and that's why this is tight. That is an awesome read from Staksrud.
Yeah, and this is like dominating early in a football game and only getting field goals.
Yes.
And then it comes back to haunt you later, and when you're playing Federico, you better take all opportunities possible.
Yeah, because this guy's punching up 7. And I love what he just said there. He said, that's the one I have to make first game. He's exactly right. Was late a couple times coming to get the forehand, had a couple sitters. That is his special sauce, that moving forward that you brought up, Adam, and he is obviously aware of it. And we're now tied at 4. Pretty again with the touch from Garnett.
Oh, yeah, I was almost confused. It was just too good. When Federico slows down going for a ball, I thought something was going on. It was just too good, though.
Yeah, Fed's not going to Colin Chick it and come just flying up there and just try and get it.
Point.
And guys back home, you 3-0s, 3-5s, and even the pros look silly on the lit court, and it throws everything off. So you guys don't worry, you're doing just fine.
Yeah, just look chaotic like the rest of us do. That's just beautiful.
Side out.
Again, short angle. If he hits a deep angle, he runs into the backhand of Garnett. Just such a smart shot. So, much like game number 1, it's tight. Who's going to execute? 4-5 here, game 2. Tyson McGuffin has already pounded a light beer. He is into the final. Boy, a very rough looking overhead there. So some sunlight in some way coming at him. Obviously it's coming from the right, so you are kind of looking into it on as a right-handed player, and that is something I wonder if Staksrud is going to take note of, because that was a very dainty overhead.
Good word, yes. Either way, awkward at the least, and most likely something with vision, because that was not the normal overhead of Connor.
No. And a just slapped ATP. We have seen some well-struck ATPs, and it's funny. I'd say last year you didn't see a lot of ATPs in singles, but now everybody's learning you got to cut these volleys and these kitchen plays cross court so much, and that is just get out of here from Staksrud.
Yeah, you're just going to see that more often with drop volleys being so effective, and being so effective, especially those tennis converts on the backhand side. It's a very comfortable shot to slice that.
Five, 6.
20 wide, 44 long, and Staksrud looking to force a game 3. And that is a beautiful volley combination there.
Yes, and let's be clear, Staksrud didn't give anything away at the beginning of game 2, but there was several opportunities for Connor. So if Staksrud can hold on to the game 2, he is going to be in a great position moving into game 3.
Oh, and there's that two-handed backhand, and that is the hardest shot for two-handed backhand people, because you love to swing through it with the left hand and bring that back cross court instead of having to wait on the ball and guide it down the line like that return. And ATP scoopage from Garnett. Are you kidding me?
Stop it, Connor. He attacked it. He attacked the ATP. Look at him. He's so happy with himself.
I mean, this is what in the world? Look at how hard that was hit, and he's right there. And Staksrud's like, you got to be kidding me, man. And Garnett is having a blast with that. That is outstanding. And so is that. So follows it up. So the circus shot to a very clean forehand off a short return, and Adam, they're putting on a nice show for you here.
Tell you what.
Side out.
Okay, so again, the margins are so slim in this that an ATP defense of that caliber, could that be the one Staksrud looks back on?
No, right foot went down.
Oh, and there's the Don Stanley alarm clock.
Triple no, right foot.
When you spun around, your right foot landed on the line.
So a spin around and a showing of what the fault was. And folks, warning, whenever Don is doing a match, just know and record that for if you're having trouble waking up in the morning for work. Just use that on your phone. I don't think Garnett's going to challenge this. We'll see if the truck has a view of that for us to see after this rally.
I'll tell you what, as a player, even if it's kind of a BS explanation, but you actually get an explanation from the ref, like, oh, it was the spin and it was your right toe. That means a lot.
Yeah, Garnett was well on the line there, as we saw. So nice view there, replay. And yeah, it helps you, because oftentimes the players, here we go, ATP land again. Oh my.
I mean, this is ridiculous. I can't believe that there has been a conversation in history. Are pickleball players real athletes? This is ridiculous, Dave, what we're seeing right now.
Whoever said that, just stop it. Or come watch this match with us here in the truck. We'll be happy to share with you.
Point.
And Staksrud now at 9.
Timeout receiver,
Pickleball
9-6.
fans. Mixed doubles day as well, but back to this great action. Wow, what a stab from Staksrud, and then finishes with the Ernie highlight reel after highlight reel here.
Yes, unbelievable, and he has worked that into his doubles game, and a very, very high-end Ernie from the left side now, Dave.
So game point here for Staksrud, just misses.
Side out. 6-10.
It is 6-10, just to be clear.
I can't overrule from this angle, Wendy. Overrule.
Okay, so Garnett staring it down, and this is it. No timeouts. So call stand. So
10-6.
Again, 10-6. Game point number 2 for Staksrud. And there's the much more comfortable going cross court with the backhand volley.
Yeah, when it's above the belly button, that man really destroys that backhand cross court.
6-10.
And you can see even a great mover like Federico very late getting over there.
What touch from Staksrud there, and a little handoff.
Yeah, that was delicate. That was, I mean, I think that might have gone right through where Don is standing.
Yes.
So to create that angle and it never leave the kitchen as it's moving laterally across the court, pretty incredible touch from Fed.
10-6.
So third try to get out the door, and he gets a gift
Point
to
game,
do it.
switch
So. Number
Game
2.
3, time in 0-0.
So who can take this one?
Yeah, and I get it, we're knotted up at one game, but in my opinion, all the momentum on Federico Staksrud's side.
Yeah, you talked a lot about the opportunity loss,
0-0.
the field goals when he was in the red zone for Garnett. And that's just so pretty from Staksrud. And Staksrud talked to himself in the middle of game 2 and said that's the one when he's moving forward.
1-0.
And that is not the drop shot that Garnett was hoping for right there.
No, and it was a great job of clearing his body to hit that inside-out forehand. Soft, not hard.
2-0.
And you're exactly right. Connor Garnett wants that one back. Not executed well at all.
0-2. Side out.
Misserve to misserve.
2-0.
Man, a rope of a serve against almost anybody else. That is beautiful because it's really tough return from there. And Garnett just clobbers it into the corner.
A couple awkward swings in the last 10 or 15 minutes from Connor. He certainly played some great points mixed in there, but you can see him go to the shadow swing there afterwards, as that one not only the result but didn't feel right from his perspective.
Point.
Deep there, and this is the start Staksrud was hoping for. 3-zip.
3-0.
Would love to get to 6 with a sizable lead. And pulls it just a little too much. That's a nice first volley from Garnett. It didn't keep himself all the way out of trouble, but at least didn't pop it up.
And we talked about the shadows earlier. They're a little more funky now
as
they're on the court and not as clear cut as they were earlier.
And there's the best running two-handed backhand in all of pickleball right there. Dead sprint. You're usually supposed to hit it to the person on the move.
Yeah, right. And Dave, if he goes cross court, he's done for.
Yeah.
So he did a great on the run and to go up the line. Really good from Connor.
Just wide, and Garnett staring that down like a caddy helping a pro line up a putt there, but it was definitely wide.
Yeah, he's not going to challenge the call, so had a good look at it.
And you just can't believe that that ball can be made from that position and not go wide. Unbelievable shot from Staksrud.
Yeah, talk about the top spin all the time, but you can manipulate that ball a lot of different ways, and when you get a little bit of side spin from the point that Fed was when he struck it, so tough to keep it in, but he does.
Side out.
Great volley from Garnett. So now it's Garnett's that's got to dig deep. Down 3 here in game 3.
Yeah, nice short stroke on that volley. Didn't try to do too much. Perfect position. Very nice stroke from Connor.
1-4.
Oh, and Garnett didn't have the paddle up. He got exactly what he wanted. Opportunity missed in a big one there. That's wide open court. Good job by Staksrud of staying engaged in that when he knew he was in trouble.
4-1. Point.
And that might have a carryover effect right there, and that's got to stop here. And this is a massive point, and I know it's 5-1, but you switch at 6-1 versus giving the ball
5-1.
back. This is a big opportunity.
Side out.
Pulls it wide, and you hear Garnett talking to himself. Let's get started. Let's go. So
yeah, that's one on the backhand and one on the forehand that Fed has pulled wide, possibly, you know, a testament to the Connor Garnett court coverage, but he went for too much on both of those, and he's in a commanding lead. But you got to come up with all of those in this moment.
Oh my, I thought Garnett left him off the hook with just laying that into the kitchen.
Timeout receiver, 2-5.
And goes for a little too much again, and the court coverage of Garnett makes you be a little fine.
No question. A lot of ways to be aggressive. Court positioning, court coverage, shot selection. They all have value.
And a rope of a forehand. So 5-1 serving is now 4-5, and Garnett has the momentum.
4-5. Side out.
And neither party hit the shot they wanted there, so Staksrud gets away with it. Garnett did not have a good swipe at the two-hander there.
No, you're exactly right.
5-4.
Not the cleanest of shots on either of those two.
Points, which ends.
And gets the gift, so. But you might only need the edge of it here. This is a tremendous match.
6-4.
Staksrud and Garnett fighting their way to the finish. And there's the classic Fed inside-out forehand, and he gets to 7 quickly.
Yeah, so a nice little
7-4.
couple points from Connor, and then Fed pulling away again.
Good read from Garnett.
Yeah, we've seen Fed pull that across his body, cross court several times, and push a couple up the line. And you said it, Dave, great read from Connor.
Ooh, and a missed volley down the line after a very lukewarm serve that's getting, Connor's making it hard on himself with these serves right in the middle of the box. Much better there. And look what it does. It's a thing to get that serve back there.
And if you can hit it deep with pace, great, but just get it deep.
Yeah.
Just get it deep. Win that real estate battle of getting forward quicker than your opponent. So important.
Boy, and now he gets a miss. So 7-all. This is unbelievable. Who will find it to close this out? And another ATP on the dead run from Connor Garnett.
Well, you got to be careful drop shotting that, man. Unbelievable. That's 3 or 4 in this match, and we have had 4 mini runs.
Garnett looking to get to 9. Oh no, and after a timeout, a gift on a return. Garnett now 2 away.
Yeah, there has been some interesting stretches in this match, Dave, for sure.
And now just a wild swing on the two-y from Garnett.
He slipped. He slipped. He planted his right foot, and he slipped. And he missed that, like you said, very badly.
All right, so can Staksrud take advantage? He can, and
point.
Garnett basically missed that return, got lucky off the tape, so the nerves, the heartbeats are going 1,000 miles a minute.
Side out.
Still in play, but I think the fellows have a lot of work to do to catch up to that Anna Lee and Leia match right now.
yeah, this ain't it, but it's good.
It's very good.
That is outrageous from Staksrud. The volley 2 shots before that was even better than the finish.
I agree completely, and I love it that he threw that second hand on for that extra stability and control. We've seen him miss a couple of those one-handers in the same situation. Nice adjustment from Fed, and here we go, Dave. Crunch time.
9-9.
9-9.
Oh, Staksrud knew it would be there, but the pace and the spin beat him. And Garnett's done a nice job of making Staksrud beat him with his less good side, meaning making him hit backhand. So
server, 9-9.
On offense, what's he gonna do? Wow, I don't even know if he got that off the tape on one bounce or not, but it does not matter, and Staksrud will take it.
Yeah, I don't think he got it, but like you said, does not matter either way. Staksrud's point, and the ball back to him.
Staksrud can't come up with it. Not his perfect inside-out forehand there, so Garnett gets another try.
9-9.
Unbelievable volley off of not the best return, but bailed himself out.
Yes, he was not in the perfect position, and his opponent had a very good look at the forehand, so nice job from Fed neutralizing.
Oh, and another one where out of the air is probably the wrong choice in that situation.
Well, it was a weird spot because he was going completely laterally.
Yeah.
Normally when you're talking about taking it out of the air, you're moving forward. That was an awkward spot for sure for Fed.
Oh, and Garnett has a good look at a not clean volley in this battle of nerves. And if their hearts were beating fast a second ago, they've cranked up another couple levels. 9-9 again. And Staksrud finds the two-handed backhand down the line, and he has a match point here. Can he finish?
That two-handed backhand coming up big in crunch time. You talked about how we wanted to do more off of that wing in a variety of situations, and we've seen just a little sliver here at the end of game 3.
Oh my. A lunging volley from Garnett, and gets away with it. And remember, in game 1, Staksrud had a game point, and Garnett came back and took it. So Staksrud match point saved. Again, it is 10-9 and now 10 apiece. So it is going to take more than 10 again.
Connor Garnett, great job forcing the extended lunge from Federico Staksrud.
And there's the foot speed of Garnett, covers the front half of the court. And just like game number 1, flipped the switch, and it is now Garnett with a match point of his own, a chance to play McGuffin on Championship Saturday.
11-10.
effort from Garnett to try and close it out, and what nerves to be able to hit touch shots by Staksrud. Adam, come on.
2 drop volleys from Mr. Fed. Unbelievable. Steel nerves over there, and that man, no question.
Okay, match point saved on both sides, 10-11. And there's the one he couldn't make on his match point before. It's going to have to be 13 or more here. 11 all.
So good from Federico. Just having the balance of that controlled lunge off to his right side.
Great read from Staksrud there, and he has fought back ahead. Look at what that feels like there. The determination. 12-11, match point number 2 for Staksrud.
12-11.
And Garnett does not hit a clean return at all and chooses to stay back and gets away with it.
Oh my goodness, as soon as he stays back, his percentages drop low, but he comes up with a big 2-hander. Told you it was still in play, Dave.
Oh, this is an awesome match. Staksrud's just getting ready in the corner. Here we go. And 13 will not be enough here, Adam, and a very nervous or safe return there from Staksrud that just clipped off the tape, and Garnett, not the greatest shot after that, but got away with it. 12 apiece. Look at that volley, though. My goodness.
That's so good on the full stretch. And, you know, maybe not the 100% cleanest play from both, but this match is incredible with the back and forth and the situations these fellas are getting into. I'm here for all of it.
Yes.
Keep rolling, boys.
21-19. Come on. Staksrud taking his time.
Nice veteran play there.
Yes, very nice. And
playing on his terms.
You hear Tejas encouraging him here, and wow, what a time to switch out the ball, but that is what's going to happen. And it is really hard to find an exact replica of what you've been playing. And to do this at 12 all in the third, I'm sure there was something wrong with the ball, but this is wild here.
Yes, no, I know. Big moment.
Could be newer, not fly the same way. Staksrud can't get it on the ground. Garnett now with the chance to get to 13. Remarkable volley after a great return.
I mean, he gets so much on it on both sides on the full stretch. Like, I understand getting there for a lot of players, but to do so much with it, very impressive. And, you know, probably the reason why he has a 1 next to his name.
That's absolutely why. And Garnett on the dead sprint says, I see you and raise you.
That's not real. You're not supposed to be able to do that, Dave. And unbelievable.
So the shot making and the execution down the stretch here keeps getting better. We had a little clunkiness there in the middle, but now they're making them beat them with remarkable shots. 12 all again. And Garnett finds it, and Staksrud has had 2 match points saved. This is Garnett's second chance. Can he get it done right here?
13-12.
The answer is no.
The answer is no. And we've seen that in-between drive and topspin roll drop attempt, and we saw it again right there. Tough break from Connor. Federico sealing the deal a couple shots later.
12-13.
Just wide
Side
from
out.
Staksrud after a very aggressive, deep serve.
Yeah, and Connor was worried about that last
Yes.
one. He showed it big time with the body language.
13-12.
But definitely wide.
Third chance to win for Garnett. And just deep, and
There's no way I can overrule
Staksrud
that.
does
Too
not
close,
have
Wendy.
a challenge.
Oh my gosh. Don
That's his
says
call.
he
Can't
can
overrule. Point game match.
And oh no, and we are going to end like this.